ability that we've been talking about.
Taps, throws, caught. Dotson, his first of the game. And then the speed. Jahan Dotson into Dallas territory. He's in. Throw it for the first time. And over the middle has McLaurin racing in for the end zone and a score.
Going into this year right here, if this is Ron Rivera's last year, he's in the best position that he's been in since he's been Washington coach since the first year, where it was really no expectations at all. But he did have cancer and a lot of things was happening. But this might be, the name change and all of that, the Washington football team. But other than that, man, this is the best position that he's been in. From a standpoint of, you don't have to deal with the Dan Snyder foolishness. And this roster is exactly where you want it. And then you got an offensive coordinator coming from a Super Bowl team, and you can say what you want that Andy Reid does this and that, but one thing, man, Andy hasn't won a championship without Eric Bieniemy either. Before Eric Bieniemy, Andy wouldn't win the Super Bowls. In Philadelphia, he did the 3 straight NFC championships, but 4 straight actually, and still didn't win the bowl. So Eric Bieniemy had to have something to do with that. So Ron got that going on. Then he has, the weapons on offense. We don't have to go through the receivers and the tight ends that I think that's going to take a step. And then you have the running back room who's going to be, man, real formidable. And then when you look on the defensive end, man, you draft first-round cornerback, then you draft a second-round nickel back who can play every safety position, and then you have Chase Young on a contract year. You got Montez on a contract year. You bring in KJ Henry. Your DT room is bananas with Payne and Allen, Fedarian Mathis and Ridgeway. And the linebackers, that's still something that I think we need one more guy, but you still got your starting guys. And then you got Khalil Hudson and Jamin Davis, and you got the guy you bought in from Seattle. So from a roster standpoint and the foolishness of Dan Snyder, the only thing that I really think is what's going to be the best 5 offensive linemen. Because we drafted 2, we bought in 2. So from that standpoint, what's going to be the best 5 that we're going to put on the table? Well, for now, I think we're going to have to go with Charles Leno at left tackle. I think he gives us our best option day one going in. He's just a vet. He's been here before. He's done seen it all. But that's not saying that this kid, Braden Daniels, can't exceed expectations and take that spot from him. He could come on in and just be a baller and take that spot, a mauler, use that athletic ability he has and take that position. Now, at left guard, I think it's going to be Chris Paul over Sadiq Charles. With the injury history of Sadiq, I just think the small sample size we've seen of Chris, I think Chris is going to be our starting left guard. I think that's going to be one of our best 5. And Nick Gates, man, after I seen Nick on film, he's just a brute monster. And the fight he had with Aaron Donald, he's the best D lineman in the league. He's tough. But that's not saying also that the Ricky Strongberg kid could come in. And Eric Bieniemy last year had a rookie center for Kansas City. But then that takes us to the right guard spot, which, of course, I think, working out all summer as right guard, Sam Cosmi will be the guy. And, of course, Andrew Wiley, so familiar with the way Eric Bieniemy wants to run it. I think that's going to be our best 5 going in the year. And I think that's going to give Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy their best chance to put their staple on the offense that we're going to run. So that's the best 5, I think, going in the season. But hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that bell. More content is definitely on the way. More videos is definitely coming. We're doing videos every day this week. Let's take it, man.